Hello and welcome to Skateboarders on the State Border. My name is George Saba and I'm here at the state border of Kentucky and Ohio, here to interview the many skateboarders that'll be here. Come on. So actually, first things first, we forgot to have printed press releases, but if you wouldn't mind just like looking at the camera and say you're okay with being filmed. We don't have printed like press release things, so if you don't mind just like looking at the camera and say like you're totally okay with being on camera. So first off, we forgot to have printed press releases, but if you wouldn't mind just looking at the camera and saying you're totally cool with being filmed. First thing is first, we don't have printed press releases, so if you wouldn't mind just looking at the camera and saying you don't mind being filmed. We forgot to have printed press releases, so if you don't mind looking in the camera and saying I'm okay with being filmed.
We're totally okay with being on camera.
I'm totally cool with being filmed.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't mind being filmed if it's limited.
I guess I'm okay with being filmed.
Okay, perfect. Now, are either of you guys skateboarders?
No.
No.
Okay, so are you yourself a skateboarder?
No.
Okay, where are all the skateboarders at? What's the point of having a skateboarder if there can't be any skateboarders? Are you a skateboarder?
No.
Then why are you on the skateboarder? Where do you think they are? Like, where are all the skateboards? What's the point of having a skateboarder if there are no skateboarders? Are you a skateboarder?
No.
Okay. And what brings you to the skateboarder?
Oh, I just think it's very creative.
It is a very creative skateboarder. Emergency, no skateboarders. So you guys are not skateboarders on the skateboarder?
No.
No.
So are you not a skateboarder on the skateboarder?
No.
Great, thank you so much.
Okay.
Does that mean you are not a skateboarder on the skateboarder?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Trill, Ason, Young, Swag, Young Fat Boy, CK Suave, and Dave Dodge, those all sound like skateboarding names. Clearly, they've been here, all right? So we know they come to the skateboarder. I just don't see where all the skateboarders are. There's no gotcha journalism here, don't worry.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, cool.
Do I look worried?
You do not look the least bit worried.
Does he look worried?
He certainly doesn't look worried.
I would be more worried about him backing up too far, and actually, I hope he can swim.
I don't.
So where is this going to wind up, you know? But that's okay. Go ahead. You know, if I see it's going in a bad direction, I can terminate it.
You can say no, and then we'll just like, whatever. We'll put the kibosh on it. So, are you a skateboarder?
No, I'm not. I've only done it a few times.
Okay, but you...
Before you were born, probably. Yeah.
That's more than the other people we've interviewed.
So, okay, skateboarding on the state border. You're talking about actually parallel to the border, or are we talking about perpendicular to the border?
Either one, as long as both skateboarding and the skateboarding are involved. Skateboarders and skateboarders are involved. Skateboarders and skateboarders.
Is there some kind of ordinance that's pending from either municipality here talking about no skateboarding on the bridge?
Potentially. It's just like skateboarders on the skateboarders, there's sort of like draw a name to it, sort of like how different movements from Congress have those like...
Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah, those like catchy names, I suppose.
If somebody is erudite enough to be able to say it and say it fluently, then they should be allowed to do that.
It like rings in the mind though. It's got a good like
It's catchy.
tone to it.
Now you're making me even think about getting back on a skateboard again, you know? But I'd build one. I'm not going to pay the god-awful amounts of money they want for skateboards today.
Oh yeah, the advancements in skateboarding technology have like really milked it.
Well, isn't it an Olympic event? No, I mean, at least, you know, it would seem like it can get to that because of all the loops and the turns and twists and stuff that they do.
Yeah, it's the whole like physical art form for sure. But yeah, building your own.
Are you talking about just here in the United States?
What do you mean in terms of?
Well, there are other countries in the world. Okay.
Yes, okay. I've heard that. Yellow lines, sure sign of a skateboarder.
This gentleman is from Turkey.
Yeah.
Now, this gentleman, he's probably an expert skateboarder.
No, I never tried that.
Do you have one here he can try?
Not on our person, just purely because of the movement in Congress. We don't want to step on any toes.
In the demographic, though, it seems like I've only seen males involved actively with skateboarding.
Yeah.
Do the females actually, I mean, in your generation, Are a lot of girls doing it? Are a lot of girls skateboarding? I don't know about the other thing.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you clarified. I was going to answer a different question there.
If you find out that they are, I'll be happy to get involved even further.
With doing it or skateboarding?
Okay, we'll stick with skateboarding. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good though too.
That's the word on the street.
Yeah, that's. But you know, it is more than it's cracked up to be.
Are we talking about skateboarding or?
Talking about doing it.
Okay. Whew. There you have it, folks. So many skateboarders on this skateboarder. I'm George Saba. Thanks for tuning in to Skateboarders on the Skateboarder.